This is a picture of Dolly the sheep. Dolly is one of the most famous animals ever to have been cloned. During my presentation, I'll tell you all about Dolly and other cloned animals. I'll also explain my views and what animal cloning actually is. Firstly, watch this clip. It's entertaining and informative about animal cloning.
Which was the first animal to be cloned?
Oh, well, that can't be, so it's
not Dolly the sheep, then.
No, you're right. It isn't Dolly. You've all been so good at avoiding my little honey traps. No.
But I thought it was Dolly the sheep. But it's not.
Not the first animal, no. We have to go back to the 1880s for the first cloning.
Really?
Yeah. It was a sea creature, actually.
An octopus or something?
No, it was a sea urchin. There's one. This was a German called Driesch who did it in 1885. But in 1902, another German, Hans Spemann, cloned a salamander. And he used a rudimentary noose, right, to separate the cells of the embryo. And the noose was made of the hair of a human baby. And he used it as like a little lasso to just to separate. Isn't that marvellous?
That is fiddly work.
It is very fiddly work, I've got to say,
There must have been lots of times where he used to go, "I'm done!" Okay. Could I please have another baby's hair?
Back to the baby.
All the people trying
One guinea, madam.
trying to keep him calm. Would you like another? No, I don't want another coffee. I don't want
Go. Do you want me to have a go? No, I don't.
Oh, you're so right. But Dolly was in 1996. Dolly the sheep is the one that you cleverly avoided. But why Dolly? Why called Dolly, do you know?
It was named after Dolly Parton because the cell came from the mammary glands.
Correctly correctington. Well done, sir. Excellent. Only points.
It was quite easy to palm off any sheep as being a clone of another sheep.
Do you think there was a point where they go, we can just get another sheep and say, yeah, there it is, it's genetically identical, that one. There, those two sheep look similar. Well, that's because they're genetically identical.
Well, oddly enough, things can be genetically identical and rather surprising because the first cat to be cloned was called Rainbow and her clone was known as CC. And there. You say, now, how can that...
Ah, well, they didn't put the effort into it.
No, you're going to say, you see.
When they trolled the pet shop through that little faker, they could have they could have at least sent the guy who they sent to get the other kitten with a photo of theirs. Not just get any cat.
Yes. The little kitten is called CC. Points if you can guess what that stands for.
Cat clone?
Whittier. What sort of Whittier? Say? Points to the audience. Copycat, you see. Very good, yeah. The operation was known as Operation Copycat, obviously. It's part of a larger project to clone a dog, which was...
Oh, that's a bit...
Well, it was called Missy, the Missiplicity, named after a dog named Missy. And the world's first cloned dog from Korea is called Snappy.
And they ate it.
Of course. Well, anyway, the point is the first animal to be cloned was the sea urchin way back in 1885.
This is a picture of a Pyrenean ibex. The ibex is an exceptional case in animal cloning, as it was resurrected using the cell of an extinct ancestor.
Do you know what the Pyrenean ibex... This is the alpine ibex. This is in northern Italy. But do you know what the Pyrenean ibex did in the noughties, in the decade between 2000 and 2010? There's a Pyrenean ibex.
No, fell off something, got up to the top, something couldn't get down?
Something fell on it, or on her, in fact. There was a violent storm on January the 6th, 2000, in northern Spain. Celia. She was the last ever Pyrenean ibex. And the branch crushed her skull and she died. And the species was declared extinct. But in 2009, 9 years later, she made a comeback and she became the first cloned animal that had been extinct from a piece of her skin was preserved in liquid nitrogen. And a little kid was born, but lasted only 7 minutes and died. But it is the way forward with extinct species. There are a lot of kind of frozen arcs with highly endangered species whose DNA is being kept in the hope that they will be resurrected one day. And there is an example for 7 minutes. Isn't that weird?